announced that you came to try to...
Greetings to the world. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, regardless of your time zone. We are the children of Chukwuemeka Alozie that have assembled before his presence today to thank him for all he has been doing for us. Chukwuemeka Alozie, you know we have nobody else to turn to but you. You are our maker and our redeemer. You look after your children. We bring before you Ali Mazi Chukwuemeka and those that are helping him to ensure that your children are safe. Please guide and protect them. Give them the knowledge and the strength to continue what they are doing. They have not come into it for monetary gains or enriching themselves. They are doing it through collective effort. Sanitize them and keep them spiritually high. We also bring before you all those that are sick, hungry, and homeless. Guard them, all of us. Protect us from this COVID-19 pandemic virus. Chukwuemeka Alozie. Thank you for what you've done so far. And we will continue to be grateful. All this we ask in your name. He say, today is March 31st, 2020. Live broadcast from Radio Biafra USA. Coming to you through Radio Biafra London. Under Mazi Chukwuemeka. And we're under the leadership of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, our commander, our leader, our protector. My name is Mazi Alozie. Well, it's another day, the end of the month. March has marched out, marching away with COVID-19, coronavirus. And we are getting into April. Tomorrow will be April 1. And will it be April Fool Day? That the COVID-19 will disappear. We pray, let Chukwuemeka Alozie do his wonders. And we continue to ensure that people heed to the warnings, heed to the instructions, and follow safe distance. Let's not go overboard with unnecessary restrictions. Common sense. Common sense is what is needed. Hygiene factors is what is needed to make this thing go away. You cannot starve people. You've not given them any provisions. And you are asking them to do the impossible. Even here, the way you have the advanced countries, you must eat. You must have all those life daily saving food available, or else you will create more problems. You will create more problems. People will be weakened and not be able to stand the slightest sickness if they are deprived from nutrition. Let's make a law that is reasonable, sensible, and implementable, not blanket statement. You make blanket statement, then you're stuck with it. And once you're stuck with it, you cannot go back. So let us use our common sense and do the needful. We'll look at the headline news, and some of them are funny. They are fun indeed. Mysterious snakes, bees fight Boko Haram members in Sambisa forest. Arrested insurgents reveal. Now they have gone to the Ministry of letting the chairman produce snakes and bees to fight Boko Haram. And those that you spent millions upon to fight Boko Haram are running. This is a spiritual attack, as they are being attacked by mysterious snakes and bees. It was revealed by one of the insurgents, Kolo Mustafa, who was arrested yesterday at Mari Ward behind the University of Maiduguri. Well, good luck. Good luck. Are you, you see, look at that. When you're dealing with IPOB, you have to be very, very careful. Be very, very careful. You can't fool us that much. You're bringing Kolo Mustafa to tell you that the soldiers cannot fight them. It is the mysterious bees and snakes that can fight them. But it's not fighting the Nigerian soldiers. Rather, they killed. They are shot at, and you don't reveal the name of those that are killed. Well, that's that. It's funny. It's very funny indeed. Then let's look at another one. Let's look at another one. Southwest told to go for self-defense against another bomb explosion. This is the one that every sensible person, especially Biafrans, should pay particular attention. When trouble is sleeping, pride goes to wake it up. And I have made this statement before. Who are these Ohaneses? Who are these Ohaneses? Let me tell you what I'm saying. I'll repeat that headline. Then when I repeat it, I give you a little take. Then I go to another headline. Then when I'll come back to do the analysis, you will see where I'm going. Southwest told to go for self-defense against another bomb explosion. Moved by explosion which forced and which rocked Akure Road in Ondo State, where scores were injured and buildings destroyed. The Eze Ndibo Mekong Ambassador, His Royal Highness Uzochukwu Jerome Ezeneche, has called on Yoruba people of Southwest to stand up and secure their homeland from incessant explosions. That's where I stopped. So think about it. Maybe you come up with what I'm about to say. Maybe you will not. But when I say it, we compare. Okay. U.S. joins France, Germany, Israel, begins evacuation of citizens from Nigeria. Daily Post. Nigerian Daily Post. U.S. joins France, Germany, Israel, begins evacuation of citizens from Nigeria. Why? Security issues. In a nutshell, we'll look at that. And This one is the funniest one. When I told you about lies, deceit, concealment, you wonder what we are talking about. Federal government planning to arrest, detain me for revealing COVID-19 result of Abakari. So where is Rezi Salam? But they are eager to learn about the COVID-19 cases of other world leaders. But Abakari is the beginning and the end of Nigeria, and where you dare not reveal if he is sick or not. And you just told people that Buhari is still alive. And then the bottom fell off. Our leader, Mazi Chukwuemeka, has told you, he has told you that man is dead. He died 2017, January. And he has been saying it, has been hammering on it. And people are just playing. Now, let's get down to the nitty-gritty. Let's get down to the nitty-gritty. Be very, very intelligent today. Be very, very intelligent today. Because today's broadcast will touch on certain issues. And before I embark on that, I will give you one funny thing. I will say it, and I got it, and I laughed. When I get through saying it, then I will make you listen. I will not make you. You will hear the voice of our leader, Mazi Chukwuemeka. On Sunday, he was to make a statement. He was to make his broadcast, and Nigeria decided to come and deceive the gullibles. And our leader said, okay, if that's what you want, take the podium. It's your chance. Do what you want to do. And we'll give you the chance. We'll give you the chance to speak to people, because we've been asking you to come and talk. And it will be very, very, very impressive if you come and tell the people what your intentions are. Sure, they took the bait. And this is what happened. Trocadero 55 entry, Zulienta Y, Prado, Habana Vieja, La Habana, Old Havana, Havana, Cuba. I'll go back. I'll read the address for you again. Trocadero 55 entry, Zulieta, yeah, Prado, Havana Vieja, La Habana, that is Old Havana, Havana, Cuba. This is where Jibril al-Sudani was forced off his sick bed and hastily made up with a Buhari look-alike face mask in a heavily edited video to deceive nearly 200 million poorly educated people trapped in the demonic British cage called Nigeria. You looked at it, you had it, and we keep warning you. When our leader says something, take it to the bank. I've given you the headline news, and now to back up the address I gave you, listen to our leader.
I thank this very God that I worship. I exalt the name of the creator of the heavens and the earth. I feel like preaching tonight because tonight IPOB has been vindicated. Tonight I have been vindicated. Tonight everybody, every tongue, every hand, every person, every entity that runs against IPOB, they have been covered with shame, because tonight the world knows that Buhari is dead, that Jubril is the one acting on his behalf. We have brought them to their knees. We have stampeded them into making a mistake. That was why I insisted on hammering Jubril all the time. I know there will come a time they will make a mistake, and tonight they have made it. Tonight I want to prove it to everybody. There are those who out of cowardice and fear will fail to acknowledge the obvious. We are IPOB, we are without fear before any mortal. We only fear one entity, God in heaven, Chukwuemeka Alozie, the giver of life. If anybody comes to me to say he or she is a Nigerian, I will spit in your face, because you're an animal. An animal is better than you. You people, you have no brain. Our capacity for self-defense and absolutely is unbelievable. If not that coronavirus is killing people all over the world, I will say thank you to coronavirus for it has done to us all. After undergoing enormous pressure, Asarok decided for the very first time to capitulate. Let me start by making this assertion. If you have two mobile phones, if you have a mobile phone, if you have a laptop, as I am speaking, I want you to do very basic comparing and contrasting. And I want you to make sure you have your pen and paper ready and open your brain to be able to assimilate the truth. Look at the just concluded rubbish that was broadcast on NTA. I want to start by saying this. That very video was shot in a hotel basement in Havana in Cuba. That's number one. As I'm speaking, be writing it down on a piece of paper. Incontrovertibly, I will demonstrate it beyond every conceivable doubt, that even the most ardent, the most idiotic Nigerian will be able to understand that you people have been taken for a ride for a very long time. That we are IPOB, we are the jet-setters, we are number one. We see things that others cannot see, because we are guided by the truth. Guided as always by the truth and nothing else. Always guided by the truth. Look at the so-called press conference that they held. It was held, of course, in the basement of a hotel in Havana in Cuba. My first assertion this evening is that Abba Kyari and that thing they put up on NTA to be reading a press statement. That was the version of Jubril that they sent to go and see Donald Trump. Remember, the one that Trump said is lifeless. Go and look at him properly. Look at the way that they ran away. A cameraman cannot pan to see the face of a so-called president. They are hiding, because I set a trap for them. But I will tell them anyway, because they listen first. I wanted them to come up close and personal. You will see that the man's teeth are equal. His incisors, his two front teeth, they are equal. The original Buhari, the right incisor is longer than the left one. I was waiting for them, waiting for the camera. Maybe they bought my phone, I don't know. I was waiting for them to pan the camera closer to that impostor. They refused. They sat back. I warned you and I told you they were going to record it. Go to my page, you will see it. Mazi Chukwuemeka, the official one, of course. I told you it will be a recorded broadcast. They always start with a Photoshop. We knew this when Buhari died in London. They always start with a Photoshop. They bring out the Photoshop, bring it out, they go to Yoruba media and their friends, the Yoruba haters, they write, oh, it's a Buhari, he's so accountable, all that rubbish. We know, that's how they start. Then they introduce video, doctored videos called live editing. They introduce the video and then after that, they bring out the version of Jubilee. They bring him out and say, oh, this is Buhari, he's addressing the nation. Secondly, look at his shoulders. You have the video, look at his shoulders, he's wearing a shoulder pad. Go and look at the shoulders, the broad shoulders, and go and look at any original Buhari video clip from 2015 to 2016. Not 2017. Go and play the two videos side by side. You will see your ignorance as a Sioux citizen staring you in the face. And we are in a hurry because of coronavirus. Listen very carefully to what I have to tell you. Do you know that this rubbish that some of you watch was shot in the basement of a hotel in Havana, in Cuba? Do you know how it makes a hotel? You know when you go for conferences, that board you used to write when you go for conference in hotels. That was where they photocopied the coat of arms of Nigeria in a colored photocopier and pasted it on that very nonsense at the back of Jubilee. That was talking about. Some of you saw it. But now, because you are a bit blind, I want people to first look at the coat of arms of Nigeria, the way it appeared in Havana in Cuba. There is something called edging and lining in TD. It's called technical drawing. I did it as an elective in Government College Umar. How to make sure that the lines that you are drawing at the edge of a piece of paper or a board or anything are lined and is equal. If you look at the coat of arms behind the Jubilee, you will see that it was done in a hurry. They made a lot of mistakes. You can see that the lines don't align at all. That is also number two. And number three, I am asking the entire presidency of Nigeria to show us where in Aso Rock this very address was taken from. There is no room in Aso Rock that is as haggard as this very tattered hotel in Havana where they shot this nonsense. There is no place, there is no room in Aso Rock. I will want to show you every live videoed address from Aso Rock when the original dead Buhari was in power. I want people to compare all of them. If you have eyes and if you have brain still functioning, compare and contrast, you'll be able to see it. It was not shot in Aso Rock. It was shot in Havana, the capital of Cuba, where Abba Kyari is taking treatment. There is no hotel like this in Dubai. There is none. No hotel can, even a one-star hotel in Dubai cannot be as wicked as this. It was shot in Havana. If you all listen very well, there is no way this impostor can be there. It is impossible. Look at the hotel background. Look at the flag that they used. And we have pictures of, they even got the flag wrong. They were so desperate to replicate what the dead Buhari used to do that they hastily sticked up the flag. Nobody knows if it is Boy Scout or Girl Scout flag that they put beside him. They were in a hurry because they were under pressure. They had to speak. Somebody had to say something, and that was why they hastily arranged this nonsense. Even BBC that was streaming it were full of shame. They couldn't hide their shame. They recorded a video, hastily of course, they splashed it, sent it to NTA for NTA Nigeria Television Authority to upload, and you put live, lying. These are journalists and they are liars to deceive all of you. Others join them to deceive all of you because they know that you can be deceived, but they also understand that they cannot deceive Nnamdi Kanu, they cannot deceive IPOB. They know that very well. That is why I am throwing a challenge tonight. If you can find any room like this in Aso Rock, I will stop leading IPOB because
Well, what do you have to say? What do you have to say? He has crippled you. He has crippled you. And there are a lot of people, despite all this, cannot be able to comprehend what is going on. Not only did he reveal and expose whatever that is happening, we made available the address. We made available the address. Trocadero 55 Entra Zulieta, yeah, Pirado, Havana, Vieja, La Habana. Trocadero 55 Entra Zulieta, yeah, Prado, Havana, Vieja, La Habana. That's where Jubril is hiding. Who is in charge of Nigeria? Nobody. Aisha Buhari told you that bad people have taken over the Aso Rock. Nobody blinked. They made no provision for you. They made no pathway for you, for your future. All they do is they tell you, come and pass the budget. You go and borrow the money. Borrow money. Go and borrow. And you keep borrowing. Hotel Havana, Cuba. That's where he ran to. And then, did you see who they put up? And did you see the environment, the scene? And who was there? There's something that bothers me. Are people not seeing two versions of Buhari? I'm not talking about the other ones. I'm talking about the ones they use all the time. You don't see the two versions. You don't see the slim old man. I'm not mocking him that is old. I'm making comparison. And did you see the one? Did you see the one where he made an address in white, and the emblem of it? Did you see the cheek of the president? Did you see the nose? And our leader has been hammering on these things, and now every statement he makes, he said the presidency, not the president. In whose name? In Buhari's name. Are Nigerians not foolish enough to allow foreigners to come? This is a cause for concern. Okay? It is a cause for concern because you cannot let an Igbo person come to Kaduna and be a governor. You cannot let a Yoruba person come to Daura and be a governor. And you cannot let Osinbajo be a president. He's a vice president, but in the absence of Buhari, he is a caretaker. But your race as Fulani race, to show your dominance and your supremacy, regardless of where the Fulanis are, you will bring them in to come and rule over the south. And you went as far as Sudan to bring your Jubril al-Sudani to come and rule over Nigeria. And he's backed up by Abakari and the Fulanis in Nigeria. They are preserving their race over yours. And here you are taking orders, killing and maiming your people. And these Fulanis have shown their hatred. You remember when they had the Organization of African Unity official meeting where they were voting for president of the Organization of African Unity. Did you remember the Nigerian that was supposed to be voted in? Who voted against him? Buhari. And he chose a Fulani man over a Biafra. You are aware of it. He chose, voted against his own country, and showing you that he is not a Nigerian. He comes from the Sahel region. And we are still here talking about one Nigeria. We are still here talking about one Nigeria. What will it take you to understand that you are not one? What will it take you to understand that they want your land? And we continue to act sheepishly. All revenues from our resources go to the north. Go there, you see the roads, you see the equipment, you see the machineries, not available in any of the Biafra land. And you are not moved. That is that with the Jubril and the impostors, how they try to deceive us. And what are Nigerians doing? Nothing. What are Biafrans doing? We must continue to go home. And then they are trying to set you up. They are using Ohanes and Dibo to set the Biafrans up. They have continuously been doing it. And when we talk about the South, which includes the Southwest, they bombed the Aboledo in Lagos, destroying everything that the Biafrans have over there. That wasn't enough. And they went to Ekiti and did the same thing. And what did the Ohanese do? They used them to do the unthinkable. And this is why I start questioning. Who are these Ohaneses? And when are we going to tell them to get off the road? When? You do something. You do something. You just don't think when you do it. Moved by the explosion which rocked Akure Road in Ondo State, where scores were injured and buildings destroyed, the Ezendibo Mekong parenthesis ambassador, His Royal Highness Uzochukwu Jerome Ezeneche has called on Yoruba people of Southwest to stand up and secure their homelands from incessant explosions. In a statement, the royal father said the Akure blast, coming 2 weeks after similar explosion, which was blamed on gas explosion, rocked Abule Ado area of Lagos State, was becoming a thing of concern to him and other Nigerians in the diaspora. While commiserating with victims of the explosion, the royal father called on the federal government to unravel reasons for the explosions with its devastating effect on innocent Nigerians. And now this is where it becomes interesting. In a message to Are Ona Kakamfu Eba Gani Adams, Ezeneche said it was time for the Southwest to put the regional security outfit, Amotekun, into use so as to check the menace. Ezeneche, have you put your own in order? Not to talk of going to tell other people to put theirs in order. Ezeneche, you are a tool of destruction. And this is the one that will expose you, the Ohanezes. You are inciting the bombing of Biafra land. You are a messenger of death to Biafra people. And after saying this, they will go and bomb somewhere in Biafra land. And I will see what you're going to say. There you are, foolishly telling those that have set up their own security system to apply it, but you have not set up yours. You are busy jumping in other people's land from one point to the other, giving orders, telling them what to do, but cannot do same. You have not acquired the common sense to realize that you are in danger, to realize that Biafrans are in danger. Upon all that have been happening to Biafrans, you have never made any statement to speak against what is happening in Biafra land. But rather you will be ambassador of taboo to Biafrans. They have used you to alienate anger on Biafrans. And watch where next the explosion is going to take place. Then Ezeneche and Ezendibo, they are bringing death to your doorstep. And most of us are perturbed. We act like we don't know what is happening. Just like foolish Biafrans. Biafrans that have no common sense. They are good at attacking our leader. They are good at finding something that is wrong with him. At the end, they fail. At the end, they have nothing. Look at, listen to this. You see the way Biafrans think, not some Biafrans, especially those in diaspora. Those that our people at home are looking up to lead, to show them the way. You see, there are people programmed to work against progress. There are people programmed to hate their people. There are people programmed not to move forward, but rather drag themselves down and take you with them. The world is saying what our lady is saying, but you have some Biafrans. The way they reason is beyond me. And don't take me wrong. Some of them are in IPOB. Some of them are in IPOB. Why they got there in the first place, I don't know. But they pretend that they are with you. That they have come to destabilize the movement. They have come to deceive you. They have come to thwart whatever move you're making. And when they say it, they bring out some certain phrases, some certain statements to cover their ill feelings. And you think they are saying something worthy to listen to. And it comes to the point, I'll ask you, who is fooling who?
For about 2 years now, since we Singapore, I get out of him. Only that nine was also. And the nine and the one I never had to buy. Say more and more. So, much working so much now. All I need to buy is now, his life is not taking it. No one taking the same system I've been now. When we often even I get to them, I stepped back. Organize a WhatsApp group from the Benna. I start from there. All by the mother chief that told the lady, I could buy a brother Benna complete, very close to my town. And I don't want to the lady. The last year, immediately that in the I called up huge man Benna. I have a good more than needed by the lady. I joined the area together, push her out, or put inside the airport. But don't pay so much now for the airport. No, but I'm well for the airport. When you are trying to favor now, you probably know also to cover. But whatever is bygone, you want to do any other thing. The point in the make you. Now then I want to know what's going to try. But I can depend on the email. And the Indian so become asking a couple of opportunity. Come on, I know what I got here. Yeah, making. You come more down, call other people up. Like in the Indian Apogatia Fairback, one of them will allow it. Actually, I don't know, then we can move forward. But I pull over the day every day after I call on your coach, I call on your coach, I call on your rubber. You got that? Yeah, so I can call someone because like on your blue people, you would, yes, even you would, Nania. But the can easy blue and middle okay say one time. When you the double na either I can allow sorry, oh my brother.
You had him. You had him. I took ill to this kind of person. Nobody has monopoly of knowledge. Our leader did not tell you that he has monopoly of knowledge. You have tangled with him before and you buckled. and you still harbor hatred, envy in you. Our leader has made it clear that he is not interested in your presidency or anything. What he wants is Biafra. Whatever you have to do to make Biafra come, do it. Mr. Kola, why didn't you do what our leader said? What is holding you back, you and people like Ezeneche? What's holding you people back from doing everything possible to make Biafra come? Why must you rely on our leader? And he is doing it. Not being compensated, not being paid. He sacrificed with the lives of his parents. And you have the guts to call in Nwachukwu's line to vomit rubbish. I brought this out just to expatiate on it, because there are many Biafrans like this. When you are making a call for them to wake up, they take it personal. Why must it be Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that is leading? That's really what it boiled down to. And whoever that has the opportunity, and whichever organization that has the opportunity to do it, let them do it. And we will join, but they are not doing it. Rather, they engage in a bombastic English, theoretical expression with no substantial or physical thing to show for it, as if it is a battle of academicians. Why do you still have such people hanging around? And he was able to acknowledge that he gathers these people to expel the Fulanis that invaded their community with cattle. Was our leader lying? No. Kudos that you were able to do that, but you need to do more. And when you come saying he talks, that's all the crime he commits, because he's telling the truth. If he is telling the truth, why don't you do the doing? And rather you are angry that he has the knowledge. He is blessed. If he didn't have the knowledge, he wouldn't expose the whereabouts of the Jubril. Were you able to? Absolutely not. And how can you go to another man's land and tell them to be prepared to attack the Fulanis? You are an agent. They have used you to set your people up, but you didn't see it. Who sent you to be the emissary? Are you going to the Ekiti people to tell them that you're with them? Or are you going to the Ekiti people to tell them that you are a Biafran ambassador? You put your ambassadorial title in bracket. Do you see what is happening to Biafrans? Do you see that quest for position? You want to be what you're not. You want to get a position that you cannot be able to run. And if you are given an assignment, you cannot accomplish it. You cannot implement what's been assigned to you. I'll repeat again, here in IPOB we have them. But they want to be this and that. All they can tell you is the power they have. You see how Ezeneche is jeopardizing the lives of Biafrans. He has not set up any security apparatus in Biafra land. But he has the guts to go to Ekiti, Akure, Abin, to tell them to invoke Amatuku. You saw what they did to Biafran wares. You were there during the Christmas period. What they did at Balogun. Where were you? Our people should now look at the issues across the board. The security challenges has come to a very critical point. May I remind you that when foreign people start evacuating their people, it's not good news. It's not good news because it spells doom. And don't think it has to do with the COVID-19. No, it is not. If you think that that evacuation has to do with COVID-19, think again. It is insecurity, including the COVID-19. And the major one is the structural insecurity. A country without a president. Nobody is talking. And if you say it's COVID-19, how many deaths have been reported in Nigeria? Are you evacuating your people from where there is less death to where there is more death? It's simple thinking. Everything worse is thought about Nigeria. They think the worst of you. And they have let's say Italy came to evacuate Italians and see the death rate in Italy. What will you think about it? You leave your people where they are safe. That is simple common sense. If you go to Wuhan, you can't say you're evacuating your people to Wuhan. And we are yet to report the massive death of COVID-19 in the zoo. So don't think that COVID-19 is the only reason. The U.S. consulate, let me put it this way. The embassy confirmed the development last night. Interested citizens were said to have indicated readiness to leave the country to be with their loved ones back home. Just follow the statement. The embassy confirmed the development Monday night on Twitter. The U.S. consulate in Lagos has confirmed multiple emergency flights for this week departing from Lagos and Abuja. Please do not come to the airport until we have contacted you directly. Please shelter in place and await for further information, it read. Similarly, Germany is set to airlift its citizens in Nigeria. The mission in Nigeria urged interested nationals to fill specific forms on its website. France and Israel have evacuated some nationals from Africa's most populous nation. Nigeria currently has over 110 cases. Many of the cases are in Lagos and Abuja. Then they lie and the lie. Meanwhile, the President Muhammadu Buhari has approved the constitution of a new committee to look after the economy amid the global pandemic. Make sure you understand what I just read. Meanwhile, President Muhammadu Buhari has approved the constitution of a new committee to look after the economy amid the global pandemic. Let me go back, see if you get it. He has approved the constitution of a new committee to look after the economy amid the global pandemic. No government. You have ruling by proxy. Proxy government by the Jubril, headed by Al-Sudani, via Havana, Cuba. Constitution of new committee to look after the economy, and COVID-19 is a cover-up. They are on the run. In event they start dying, the committee will be responsible for the economy. You see how they are working. Go back, check the number of reported cases. Are you more likely or less likely to go where there is extensive infection against where there is less infection? You do the math, or you do the thinking. So don't think that COVID-19 is the only reason. Insecurity is a country without president. It has been repeatedly said, and all revelations are being made by our leader, Mazi Chukwuemeka. Nobody is reacting. 200 million giants of Africa without common sense will let a foreigner preside over them, will allow the Fulanis, the minority, to preside over them. The call number is +1 484 767 0848. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
Mazi Alozie.
Good morning from here.
Mazi Chukwuemeka Alozie. Bless you. Bless every family members all very well. Looks our leader Mazi Chukwuemeka and our deputy and the audio Ipob leadership all over the world. My name is Simon. Simon is from Umar Kisanyaro. Allah is him of the that are residing in America. I want to say because I have, because this thing he raised today, I don't know, because I see some of those things, but sometimes I'm afraid about it. But I don't know that it have come at such things about people. We see some people think that they are with you, but they are not with you. They are going to distract, to make things to work or to go through. I don't know, but we must continue. Secondly, issue of people talking about Mazi and the kind. I think this thing have been I don't even entertain such thing anymore. This is some people, some 2014 people were asking me why. But I was trying to let them know it's not. It is because of him. He can do it. If you are not called for this, he can do it. But the same problem, you know, our leader even say it. He say, over problem, why must he be this person? But he won't be him. He won't be Marvin and the Kano. So what to call them? Amount of two. It's only one. They don't come always. Some people are jealous. Why do we know that it is true? Because we know it, that he will come. So you see all this backbiting, acting, it will not help us. Enough of all this thing. Even the kind have even made it clear. He's more like Mazi more now. How man are you there? Since 2014, I on post on Nigerian government. So I know that. Even the country here now. He's here to represent Biafra. He's supreme shot. How are you? If you don't know. Even the country is not here to lead you. Some people some people just they think that everybody in IPOB is a madman like you. Enough is enough. Let us focus on what we are here for. All of us we are trapped. All of us, even everybody, we are trapped. Who dare you? If it is not true, you think you can go out and come out. Have you ever been arrested before? Police or many arrested before? Police says only have you been arrested before? Abducted. Nnamdi is in federal court to call a president to go and tell him he's a madman. But he can't tell him, go and tell Muhammad Buhari before he dead. That he can't tell him, he do it and get away. You think nah man, you must respect yourself. Let us focus on what we are here for. Want to bring us here to restore this kingdom. I know there was those Chukwuemeka call for this struggle. I know there's people who dedicate their days of their life, 24 hours in this struggle. It is because of them Chukwuemeka will restore this Biafra, not because of you gossipers. I can remember most of us have sacrificed anything sacrificable. It is a joke. You are there gossiping. You want to come and man, respect yourself because the dead and the living are watching you, man. Be very, very careful. And any one of you there are saying, well, I don't know. Because as long as you are writing in Facebook, faceless, I don't talk about it. Well, Mazi Alozie, but if you know any way you are bringing shame to IPOB in this wonderful family, in this purified movement, stay out of it. Stay out of it. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter who you are. We are not here because of you. I am not here because of you. If it is not there from here, you will not know. That's music of Felaism. Being here, you will not be the same category. Every one of us must respect ourselves here and focus for the main goal to restore this Biafra. When Biafra comes, some of you will be running to be politicians. Go and watch what is going on in Israel. You can be a big man, make your money. Maybe join politics. Any small thing they will put you in prison. You think I want to go for prison because of small money? It's good. I am a blessed bro. So, talking to Mazi Alozie. I let me able to
Thank you, Mazi. Thank you. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
Good afternoon.
Good morning.
Okay, my name is Dr. God. I'm calling from Brothers of Slovenia.
Welcome.
I just want to make my voice to all you're discussing. I quite patiently follow the analysis this morning. And see, these of the people, especially the organizing issue, have said so much things about them. Now, in high time, very especially in the media room of IPOB, we know how to deal with these people, and if you trade them anywhere they want to go and say anything in favor or against the people, or a kind of claim to claim that they are representing the people, you go and disgrace them. In fact, even as disgrace them for who they are. And we also make sure that we also have some of our people who openly tell them we are not representing our people. We don't make this sense because we never elected anything called or anywhere in the land. So anybody parading himself as whatever thing you say or thing, that person is the criminal. You are representing your pocket. That's just one thing you're going to do. We make sure we treat them with a lot of disgrace and shame in the public domain so that they will understand because nobody throwing them up. Where they will go and gather and say they want to. We make sure we see how we throw them up and give them to who they are. Let them come out anywhere and say they are representing you. Like that big one that say that they take them and say they should go and write the names of our people. But in case that they go praise them and their river. Who are you to have the names? And we are telling our people not to talk. They have a channel, they should not have to talk. Our people not talking to them. People have been care that they lost their country and their investment and what stupid elements they will take a chairman of whatsoever to their revenue. That's the function of them. Whatever they are not for the people of hell. So we do it all of you one after another. Now the aspect of for the purpose of clarity, that young man that was talking translate the problem of faith. I was happy when he said the only thing he was able to organize was half good. Until now, that was found is not functional again, and that is that. So if you cannot be able to manage ordinary or subject, and maybe you have gone to the beach to fight with these people and have not continued to fight them without you do to do very point in time, then he's not qualified to be a leader. Yes, he's not qualified. So if he can compare himself to a local group leader and a leader that have come out in a real sense, have taken prison, have faced all sorts of intimidation, all sorts of persecution by the enemy, only to stand for his people. A leader that was not giving one naira. A leader that had been offered all sorts of things, and he denied it. He went to exile because of us. He lost his parents because of us. He lost his house, everything because of us. And while he was in the village somewhere, he's becoming to tell me that man should come with himself. Who is he? The people that are involved are very happy. They are men, not boys. Now man talking way, he's a boy, he's not a man, he's a boy. When they are happy and you are part of the happy. Everybody talk about the honor. You say, what does he have? What does he have? When they are happy, when he can keep their chest and tell you their way to do. After I come out first already. You should forget about being elements and being responsible people and continue with what you're doing. You know what you want and you know what you're doing. That is the most important thing. That is the most important thing. We know the direction we are going. We know what we want, and that which we want is what we must achieve. Now, and thirdly, because when we have people in this construction, those criminal politicians, of course, now in the construction there is no government. It is obvious. All those things I tell you, they consider they do this. They already say nothing because we are never prepared. There is no government in the place because they are still running around to see they can survive the COVID-19 between our crime, the de facto president, and the degree. They are running paper. That is why everything you see them only be, we are all in shambles. None of them is resistant. In fact, what is on ground now is military is what is doing. When you come to Lagos, Abuja and the Ogun State, you see that you see that military is in charge. They block everywhere. No movement and military is in charge. That is what they are doing. That's just the truth. And the other criminal that have come to tell you that he tested positive. One is name, Kaduna State Governor, and I remember telling our people on our path on this platform that man is telling big lies. And what the reason I say that was this one was taken positive, never told anybody. They split out of the construction. In order for people not to understand, the other carries on was elite unknown to him. And everything went there. So they are very hard that people will not know. So this one just did a video by himself. I was telling you people to take it to me. Starting from that day, I watched that video, I started telling the public that that money is telling high. It's a plan, it's a need, again, to use another money from the budget of the state, and as well as all those millions, those criminals are contributing for them, they also gather them, because we have seen that they have never made any palliative. Now today, the same governor who says he tasted positive was supposed to at least quarantine himself or isolate himself. He was really supposed to be in the hospital, but he was on Federal Road, Kaduna State today, observing the lockdown. To his own boy, and people were passing him. There was no face mask, there was no hand wave, there was nothing, and he was talking to people, and they were passing each other. He took their life from the pit of hell. When you tell you people, we are here to expose the evil, because we are wiser than what. We tell the truth in this platform, and nothing but the truth. That man has no COVID-19. He's just a flow and begin to deceive all of you to look lame. If you don't watch the video, how he's working with his security.
Now, something will happen. Oh, I'm praying that God should intervene now, so that people will not go out on the street, even do some certain things. But that is by the way. The reason of my calling is concerning what you just said, or what you analyze concerning the Eka. Bible called them Eka, that is Ekabo, that is in the midst of IPOB. Those that are in the midst of IPOB stealing the glory of IPOB, trying to steal the glory of Mazi Kano. But the problem we have with us is we know these people in our midst. We continue to talk and talk and talk and talk. We know them and still we allow them stay in our midst. If we said that we don't know them, we are a great liar, because we know these very people. And Mazi Kano cannot do what we ourselves, that is in our unit, can do for ourselves. You understand? Because many have called, but few are chosen. Those very people, especially in diaspora, those very people you see in our midst, many of them they have an ulterior motive. And many of them, the ulterior motive they have is a kind of and giving it to Nigerians as well in order to collect money. Because let me just tell you, the problem we Biafra have is money. I don't blame people that always say that is why we betray ourselves, we betray even our person, our mother, our brother, because of this thing called money. The people may not like what I'm saying, but that is the truth. Go out there right now, you will find out that the price of essential commodities, price of foodstuffs right now has skyrocketed. What are the reasons, especially in Biafra land? Mazi Chukwuemeka took our time last time that he came on air and said it, and even pleaded with our people. He said he's pleading with them that they should not add money, that this time around is a time to help one another. Then I want to find out what makes the price to be skyrocketed. And in our place, if anything is skyrocketed to the higher price, you don't expect that thing to come down again. Why will they sell Penta of Gary from 500 naira to 1,005 under up to 1 week now. And the transporters also skyrocket their prices of everything. Why is it that in every problem we find it, we see it as an advantage and using our people to enrich ourselves? I don't blame some people. They may not like what I'm saying, but that is the naked truth. I don't blame some people that sometimes say that our people are so wicked. I'm telling you, go to other areas, go to the northern side that we are even cascading. Go there. Food is free of. I mean, everything is very cheap, the same price. Yoruba land also the same thing within themselves. Just like what you have been saying concerning the leaders and whatever people that have been coming out to do. We are very good in using our mouth to invite enemy. And when that very enemy arrives to your scene, you will find out that every person that have been bragging, we're inviting the enemy, has nothing on ground to defend himself against the enemy. And that is the worst thing that you can do to yourself. Using your mouth to invite your enemy. Just like somebody, when you go to the house of God to pray, instead of pray your prayer and go your way, you start casting and binding. That is when the devil will now ask you, Paul, I know. James, I know. Peter, I know. But Jesus Christ, I know. But you, yourself, what concern do you have with me? How do you know me? Why are you shouting on my name? And the afflictions you have been praying against will be afflicted to you. Something that belongs to another person will now used against you because you invited it to yourself. When should we now learn on how to kind of do things? I mean, I don't know. Is it because of the war that made our people to be so curious? They will be laughing at you, pretending calling Mazi Chukwuemeka is our leader. And you find out that those people that are calling Chukwuemeka, even in some certain units, when our leader has said, don't collect any kind of levy, don't take anything, just listen and pay your dues only. You see them contributing money and collecting it on top of that very table, eating that very money without submitting it to the appropriate quarter. And we know them and we keep quiet. Are we helping the issue or are we supporting what they are doing? And we know these very people. We are talking about the saboteurs. We are talking about the houses. We are talking about this. We are talking about that. We talk so many things. And all of them are there looking at us. And our leader has been working tirelessly to make sure that this thing has been defended. Yet many of us are supporting those things. Just look at, for example, Yorubas now. The first bomb has been detonated in Lagos, Abulado. How many Yoruba leaders have you seen come out that has come out to say something? None of them. Not that they kept quiet, but they are underground. Another one detonated again at Ondo, Akure side. How many of the Yoruba leaders have you seen on social media come out to kind of say something or brag on this or brag on that? They have a motoku. When they implement it, well, did you know? You only saw it on the screen and the vehicles and everything under one day, it just came out. And you've seen some of them right now that have been speaking with both sides of their mouth, that have been supporting Mazi Chukwuemeka. They now turn around again and be doing their things their way. And they were on, when should we learn lessons? Everybody want to be bigger than his brother. Everybody want to use his brother. You left your village to oversee, where you go to a kind of seek for greener pasture. Then and your brother traveled to that same place. You see your brother there as a lucrative business that you will now use to reach yourself. When should we learn? And Yoruba, I've been a radio they will take their time, go inside their room, do their meeting, come out and start seeing the thing in action. But our own, you come, you gather meeting together with us. You start it with one mind. At the middle of the meeting, somebody will bring up something that will scatter the whole meeting. Everybody will just scatter. At the end of it all, you will not be able to conclude the meeting. It will be inconclusive. That is why some people will go out and carry some fake news, carry some fake informations, and you see so many departments. That is why you come to the market now. You have market leaders. You have rice association leaders. You have this one. So that is why everybody will now gather on his own jurisdictions and set up the price without any control. You go to what they call it, transportation. They have so many departments in that very place. You know, see where you are living. How many departments? How many bus stations of this do you have in that? But you see them working. Whether it is working or not, you see them applying their rules every day. But in our own, so many national union, so many this and that, and everybody want to be heard. Everybody want to be recognized. Everybody want to be chairman. Or if you want, you're one. One. My brother will still have so many things to do with. Because as we are talking it right now, those of the people that call themselves leaders in so many markets, what are they doing? They are helping this very problem to become a very big issue to our people. You see so many meeting, village meeting, our town hall meeting. Since I was born till now, I've never seen any good thing coming out of that very meeting. Meeting of this, Anambra meeting, Newe meeting, Oka meeting. Since I was born, the only thing they will achieve in that meeting is to build a town hall. That's all. At the end of it all, it ends there. My brother, I'm not happy. I'm not really happy. We know these people.
Thank you, Mazi.
With us, and we are seeing them every day. Yet we help them to achieve their aim. We'll come already. We'll keep shouting. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
Mazi, I greet you. Good afternoon to you, Mazi Alozie.
Good morning from here.
Thank you so much. Good afternoon, fellow Biafrans, friends of Biafrans and lovers of freedom. The blessing of our heavenly precious King Chukwuemeka Alozie will continue to be with us. My name is Hugo, and I am calling from Enugu province. It is clear. The mighty Chukwuemeka Alozie that reside in the highest heaven will continue to our strength. What our brother just called now is saying, you see, Mazi, I was trying to give out information what is happening here in Biafra land, more especially in Enugu province, because the case of coronavirus, it was reported that 2 persons is now infected. They contacted the sickness, but it is only the government can tell you where the person is, the 2 people, it's a husband and wife, where they were located. Now the news is everywhere here, and our leader Mazi Chukwuemeka, he came on air and he gave us instruction, and all the IPOB members here in Enugu, we abide based on what our leader said. We are sitting at home. Our meeting, we are no longer having our meetings because our leader said we should obey the government, both up and down. Meaning, the government you found yourself, as long as they are giving instruction based on this coronavirus, you have to obey. So, the indigenous people of Biafra here in Enugu province will listen to the voice of our leader, doing what he asks us to do. But what I'm trying to report on the program of Mazi Chukwuemeka is that Nigerian citizens here in Enugu, they are now crying, shouting on the radio that they are sitting at home just as the government says, and there is no help from nowhere. I'm not talking of the indigenous people of Biafra, I'm talking to the Zoo citizens. Then at the same time, to support what our brother said, here in Enugu province, a center of carrot is 2,500 naira. That is a simple truth. Then, as of last week, it was 700 naira. As of last week, it was 700 naira. But as I'm talking to you now, you can buy it at the rate of 1,500 naira. That's our brother that just spoke now. He mentioned it and it's correct. And other part of things like, in short, I'm talking to you now, there is a high level of cost of living here in Enugu province, but we don't know the reason why. We are asking ourselves a question. The question goes this way: is coronavirus is the cause of this Gary going up? Why? So, in a real sense, some of us are not helping the matter. And another thing I just mentioned that is taking place here is that the security agencies here in Enugu province also see it as an opportunity to make money. Yes, you are trying to prevent people in moving around. More especially, the instruction was given that the Keke Napep here in the state, Enugu province, must not carry more than 2 persons. Yes. Then what I reported in the morning that somebody was trying to disobey the order and his head was broken at the same time. He was arrested, and the police were demanding a huge amount of money for him to be allowed to be free. So I am saying that they are now seeing it as an office one more time to make money. Is it supposed to be like that? I myself, I believe in coronavirus. I believe that the sickness is everywhere. I believe that the sickness you are hearing is real. Again, I am among the people as a coordinator. I told our members that we should listen to what our leader says and we should do all the things as an instruction that the state is giving so as to be protected. I am not part of those that would deceive people or tell them that I 100% believe that the sickness is real. But my angle of believing that is that I say that I believe that what is recorded in the book of Luke chapter 21 verse 11 is what is taking place. You can read that on your own normal time and see. So nobody should misquote me. I believe that the sickness is real. Mazi, I am using this opportunity to glorify Chukwuemeka Alozie. It's our God, and He resides in the highest heaven. He created heaven and the earth. No man did except Him. And man has no power to tell the Almighty God what to do. You cannot change the will of Chukwuemeka Alozie. All the past prophecy that was prophesied before we were born must surely accomplish. No man can stop it. No man can stop the destiny of the restoration of our land. So I am saying this because we affirm and we are continuing to be obedient to instruction given to us. Anyone that says that coronavirus is not real, that is his own opinion. But on my own opinion, I believe that it is real, and I am doing what we are asked to do. But what I'm complaining is that the masses here, so-called Nigerian citizens, are crying, saying that the government should do something. I want our people to understand where I'm coming from. I thank you, Mazi Alozie. Chukwuemeka Alozie will bless our leaders, Mazi Chukwuemeka, and all the faithful ones that surround him in doing this wonderful work. The strength of our heavenly creator, Chukwuemeka Alozie, will continue to be their strength. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
Yeah, Mazi Alozie, good evening from Warsaw, Poland here.
Good morning. Welcome.
Yeah, Mazi, this is Roger Miscant, okay, foreign from Omaka. Omaka is in our province of Biafra land. I am calling for Warsaw, Poland. Mazi, I appreciate our union and appreciating those of them hacking and adhering to his voice, as well as a hardcore Biafra, fanatical Biafra, radical Biafra, men of all over the world doing the needful. Same I keep all of them. Mazi, I want to announce hardcore Biafra all over the world. I sent you a message probably to bring them online, but you know I am blocked in in Facebook. They blocked me. Mazi, our people in the state has been released few hours ago. The state coordinator, the state secretary, and 4 others that have been released now. They wanted to come online just on a Bronyakam. And Mazi, outside that, Mazi, I sent the list of donors in the zoo country called Nigeria, that's a Dimipit country. I see that 80% of the donors are from Anambra. 80% of the donors are from Anambra. They are donating 1 billion, 130 million, 500 million. That is a shameful thing to all of them. Chineke Gabo Hawk, the number, the number. People that work in outside in their home is empty. We have been calling for transmitters. We have been calling for transmitters since half 1 year now. All of them from Anambra, they cannot put a transmitter of 20 million. They cannot bring 10 million to put transmitter. But now they are donating money to the zoo government to eat it as they want to answer their name to be up. Because of tomorrow they go for political appointment. All of them both after they give 500 million. All the people they are from Anambra, but still we are calling for radio Biafra. But I don't believe in talking. This is time to do more than to talk less and we do more. People come here, I don't believe in that same party. I don't respect any idiot that does not respect his or herself. We have been crying for transmitter, but now there's not 1 billion. 500 to 120 million, 500. The people are dying. Chimeka, all of them are. That disease will kill all of them. Instead they bring that money to IPOB. We know that we are begging them. We know only that told us, and all of us know, nobody is threatening IPOB, no organization, no government, no person, anybody say you have to do. Yes, you call this law and tell us. We are doing it and we are getting there. And all of us, collectively and individually, we do the needful and make sure that our people do not go hungry. And Chukwuemeka will protect Biafra land and is protecting Israel. It will not affect us. But all about let our people continue to do the needful and adhere to instruction, whatever that was given to you, adhere to stay at home. After 4 days, we stop. It's just like that. As you take care, you have to stop yourself. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. That goes back to what I was saying. We hamper our progress. We act like we don't hear because we have a ulterior motive. What we want is different from what is happening. And you're donating 100 million, whatever. At the end of the day, they will kill you. They will kill you. Your markets are being incinerated, and you are donating to them. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
Good afternoon, Mazi Alozie.
Good morning from here.
Thank you very much, sir. This is Rabbi Charles. I'm calling from United Kingdom. I greet Biafrans all over the world, friends of Biafrans, lovers of freedom. I salute you. Our people, just stay calm. Like God told Moses when the Egyptians were coming behind and the Red Sea was before and wilderness were by their sides. And these people looked at the Red Sea. I can understand their feelings. They looked at the Red Sea and they know that it is humanly impossible for them to cross over. I don't think they have seen a bridge before or sophisticated bridge at that time. I don't think they have seen big ship that can convey them at that time. But they only trust one thing in the word of Moses and Elohim. But at a certain time they began to shake because of pressure. The pressure came even when Moses showed up for the second time in the palace of Pharaoh. Pharaoh, the word recorded that he intensified the punishment. He intensified the labor. He intensified the killings. But what happened at the end, it is recorded in your holy book. So when they looked behind, saw the chariots of Pharaoh coming, even though that God at the time came down and loosed the wheel of the chariot, underscore this word, he loosed the wheel of the chariot to make it impossible for them to run faster. Because Pharaoh was determined to double cross them and bring them back, possibly kill all the men. But when God saw them, saw that Moses was in his mind, he has seen seen the rod perform many wonders and miracles in the palace of Pharaoh. He has seen the rod turn water into blood. He has seen it. He saw the rod became serpent, swallowed the serpent of Pharaoh. He saw it. And at a time, he was troubled in his mind because he hadn't seen this kind before. And God said to him in his mind, he said, be still and know that I am God. Be still. Somebody who wasn't talking, somebody who wasn't communicating to nobody. And the word came and told him, be still and know that I'm God. In his mind he was talking. I'm talking to every listener listening to me, to the sound of my voice. You have seen that some certain people go to church, but they don't know God. They are very addicted to ministry, to Pentecostalism, and whatever they call them by their name. I'm not against them. I started from there too. But I went in to study the word, to know what Elohim is saying through his word. Then I came out, I became a bit more clearer and stable in my mind, even as regards to the struggle. And God told him, be still and know that I am God. He wasn't talking, he wasn't moving. He said that these Egyptians you see today, you shall see them no more. The Lord will fight for you and you shall hold your peace. Therefore, the word goes to you as you are listening if you believe. These things you see today, you shall see them no more. The zoo, you shall see the zoo no more. God, Almighty Elohim, is fighting for you and you shall hold your peace. What is happening? Let me calm down. What is happening in the marketplaces or in the trading activities going on there? It is normal. It is normal for the prices to skyrocket. You know, one thing is clear. Anything, if you are in a all along, anytime they put in Alagabia and the people who had that thing, he will start making some moves. Are you expecting the people you are contending against or contending against us to come and begin to donate to you? Do you know what that thing means? They call us miscreants. They call us all sorts of names. They quickly mobilized forces and went to Apari Ukuibeku and shot so many people dead. It is not 28. Their mission was to kill our leader. The same people you have mentioned their names. The cup of Gary will escalate. You know what? Don't blame the seller. There is nothing like price regulation in that contraption. It is what we are talking about. They don't have a body that regulates the price of any commodity there. It is anyhow survival of the fittest. So that is why our leader said that place is a jungle. I call the people there animals in the zoo. It's a zoo. Even zoo is regulated. There are some visiting time you can have in the zoo. There are some times you are not allowed to go to the zoo. The animals must be sleeping or they are resting. So you are not allowed to go and bother them. Ask anybody in the Western world, they will tell you. You don't go and disturb them at a certain time. There are some certain times they come out, then you can allow to go in there, and they have provision what you can feed on them. They provided it. You don't feed them with what you can with. You can pick up the carrots they put there and feed them like the horses. Other animals you can feed them. They will eat from your hand. They're not going to bite you. So those ones are regulated. They are more disciplined. But you can't feed the people in the contraction to Nigeria. They will bite you at the end. You see what I mean? So our leader is correct. So when you see the prices escalating, cost of living going high because of this, it is happening the same all over the world. The same thing. Even in South Africa, I had my comrade Julius Malema telling them, don't take advantage of of this to hike the price because we are watching you. He spoke before Cyril Ramaphosa, the president of South Africa. He told him to be careful and tell the people not to take advantage of this because they're going to go for them. I commend that man. People take advantage of every event. If it doesn't rain, they will take advantage of it. If there is accident or fuel shortage, they will take advantage of it. It is human activity. We can't do anything about it, but we can, if you have advanced knowledge, you can control it. That it won't happen to you. The bullet that kills others will not kill you. If hunger is needed for others, if you know what you know, that thing will not harm you because you are very much prepared of what is going to happen. I am not talking because I'm in a different geographical location. I have been into that kind of a thing before. I know what happened and how I escaped through because of Elohim. Hearing from God and serving God that is what makes difference between Mr. A and Mr. B. So what am I saying in conclusion? They will hike the prices of the food because the seller doesn't know where to get it from when that one is finished. When the old stock is finished, he will know or she will know where to get that thing from because everywhere is shut down. So whatever may be the stock that is remaining, they will increase the price to see if they can make out something out of it so they can use it in the raining days when no one is going out. That is exactly what is going on. Do you know that the children of Israel have the same issue that even heaven couldn't hold it anymore and manna started coming down from the sky? Do you know that? Without that God's intervention, divine intervention, they would have all died in the wilderness. God stepped in and fed them with manna. Why wouldn't you believe? You may not see the manna coming, but somebody next to you or across the border can be the manna, source of the manna. You have to trust God now and stop looking at those market activities. It is normal. If you have money, you go for it. If you don't have money, make some calls and call friends and family relatives to see if they can extend helping hand to you wherever you are. They will all run out. Everyone is feeling it. That is what I said last time. That when death came in every family in Egypt, all of them were conducting funeral service. So you cannot blame your neighbor. You didn't come to my funeral. They will say, "Oh, I was burying my son. Don't you know about that?" So everyone is feeling the same thing all over the world. We that are in diaspora, we are being quarantined. We can't go out, or except those people with different functions. I have authorization to go out anytime I want to. But there are people that are quarantined. They can't go out. You see, and they are living. You can see why the zoo is it's not a country, it's a contraction. Not even food bank. They can live, forget them. They can donate money, but that money cannot go and open market because everywhere is short. So stop getting this thing, making it to confuse you. We Biafrans can do more better than that, I believe it. The thing is that we have not come to a point of realizing that we have potentials. If we come to realize and know that we have potential, we can do better. We are doing better than them. I heard what our brother in Cambodia said. We can do better than them. Remember, these people have one religion. In Japan, many people are speaking with diversified tongues. They have one religion, and that is Islam. Under that Islam, they quarantine them, they do whatever they want to do with them, they present Quran, they believe it. Now, if I tell you, relax and stay there, you say, you are not a Pentecostal, a Pentecostal, you are not from Baptist, you are not from Presbyterian, and all these things is what they gave us. But there is one God in heaven. It's not the God of Pentecostal, it's not the God of Baptist, it's not the God of a Presbyterian, it's not the God of Adventist, it is one Elohim. Why are we making Elohim to be a diversified Elohim? It's because of confusion. They gave you books, different books, that me and my brother who is a Catholic cannot relate. Because he's reading Catholicism, and that thing got into his brain. him there is danger ahead, he will tell you, my word told me I should go out and do whatever I want. So when they say sit at home, sit at home. Remember, it happened before. In conclusion, when they told them on the 6th, 7th day, don't go anywhere, rest. The word recorded that some disobeyed Moses and went out, and they did not pick anything. On the 6th day, he told them, pick what we have for 2 days, and they picked and preserved. It didn't get rotten. This thing that is coming and still yet to come, God didn't create it, but he allowed it to happen to reveal a lot of things to mankind. When they were concocting it in whichever laboratory where they did it, Elohim was watching them too. He didn't wake up and say, oh no, this thing took me unaware. He saw them, he allowed them. He had plans. God is beautiful in every situation. So if you don't have what it takes, make calls. Now that you can still buy something, identify those who are selling it in the market. You can go to their homes and buy fish or crayfish. Before, in the early days, I remember, we used to go to homes and buy ogiri, and buy uzuda, and buy fish, and you come home and make your soup. Or have you forgotten? Or maybe you didn't see it in the maybe 70s and 80s. It was going on in the 80s. I saw it. So what are we talking about? Mazi Alozie, this is not a new development. It has been. Expect this. The price rocketing, it will happen. So just if you have money in your account, if they put a pound of garri, 1 million, go and buy it and keep it. Don't fight them, keep quiet. God of heaven will sustain you, and he will make sure you will come out of this stronger and stronger, and Biafra will come. Mazi Alozie, thank you very much. Shalom.
Ndewo. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
Mazi Alozie.
Good morning. How are you?
Thank you. Mazi Alozie, I really thinking that Pastor Jack will update us. Pastor Jack, if you are hearing from me, even though it's not permitted to call second time, but if you are permitted, there is an SMS they say they are sending, calling people to get some food stuff in Lagos State. And the Lagos State government have confirmed that it's true. But when you go to the package, you know what I'm saying, that you have many our Biafra mothers who is trapped in that particular Lagos. So they will know what to collect, if that is genuine or is it anything, because what they're doing there is confirmed rubbish. I support it to pay for it. I thought you're going to speak about it, but he did not. It seems like it's just a cup of rice tied in a black plastic with something that is in this, they call it a talking bag, and paste it, Lagos State, the corona, what. You see, it was just, I don't know, that kind of a rubbish. That's number one. I don't know if Pastor Jack or anybody from Lagos, maybe Kelechi can just confirm it. They said that we know, so when we are talking to our people in the East, to understand how the zoo function, they thought we were attacking them because we were in overseas. No. And another one, Pastor Jack, there is a particular guy who came, I think he did a day before yesterday, on the television, and say that they fight it was the well-known guy general fight Boko Haram, and he cried that there is no weapon and the rest of them. Now the news is coming that guy is suspended, taken out of his position. He cried to them, they must equip them more, and they can do more job, and everybody is praising and happy that guy is doing a good job because he's leading a very good group. The same guy in less than 48 hours can be removed from his position. I believe Pastor Jack will be in a good position to explain that, so that they will understand that the international people will understand that if this thing they say they are fighting Boko Haram, they are fighting nothing. If that guy can be bold enough to go to a different state, that's why I'm crying out at people. This army, nobody is ready to resign. Excuse me, sir. Ready to resign and to go to international television, travel abroad, and expose the zoo. I is there nobody in Cuba who can go to stand in that position where Jubilee made that particular broadcast and stand at the same position and rebroadcast there and forward it to NTA, let them play it live also. So that we know that if they broadcast, somebody else can easily go there to broadcast also. That hotel can welcome anybody. Did they hire the whole hotel, the entire maybe? So that we will see. So when we call and complain about the food, the pastor, I mean, I chat and I explain it proper. Because the other guy who called and said that people in abroad stop talking that they are suffering here. Who is enjoying? We are here 21 days, we are not moving anybody. Nobody, no country is safe. So we are talking to you that we're just talking to you because of law. We are also quarantined here. So we are not telling that we are not in office or anything, making money. I'm here. So when we are talking to you, we are talking to you because I've been talking to you before the quarantine, my brother. So when we complain about the guy, that guy have no right or the group or whosoever to go to a market, to go and destroy woman selling Gary. You don't know how come that woman gave that Gary. You cannot do that. The only thing you can do, you like to buy, if that woman say 1.5 and you don't like more than 500. He said, madam, you are too expensive. You go to other places. If you cannot, you hold your hunger in 14 days, go home and stay. Leave woman with his Gary, he can go eat it alone. But people coming to destroy Gary in name of because it's expensive, that is like you, that is animal kingdom. When you monkey stretch hand, you get angry. It can destroy the whole tree, not to get one piece of just one fruit. So nobody preach that. So when we say it's not right to do that, don't come and call and say we are enjoying and people are suffering there. If you really are suffering, then make a call. We are saying to you, please, don't. We are not talking of individual. We are not martial at you guys. Nobody is happy what is going on. Remember what the Rapture told you now. These are not something that if you already something that you need to come, whether by Koro or whether by war, it will definitely happen this way. So what are you making plan all those while? If you, when those in Western world, we can say there's a way, maybe caught by surprise because nobody plan. But you know that the health man is in your door, blocking you from farming for many years now. We were crying about that. You know for sure your governor trying to just wake up and say stop without making provision. Don't cry to the woman in the market. He wasn't the one cause the problem. Yes, they can take the advantage. It's up to you to say yes or you say no. This particular woman is telling what he's saying. Your governor is supposed to cry. Don't go spoil the guy in the market. You can go to governor's house, go to state house, go and tell them, hey, look at you after to start. What do you do? Don't put it, you know what happened. You can go to the person who ask you to stay at home. Tell you that you are hungry. You can say you want to carry iron after that you went to woman in the market. Is that your father taught you? So don't come here and say you're hungry. If you're hungry, go to the state house. Go and meet the number 4 that is sitting in a state. If possible, go to Obiano and tell you, these millions they are sending, now you can say a lot of millions, billions, they are sending. These people were there, know that you are suffering. They got a lot of street kids, they got wheelbarrow pushers, they got a lot of things. Okay, one day, and this one is hungry, can give the other one. All those billionaires, if they have empowered the people before to be doing well, the wheelbarrow pusher and the beggars in the street, it will be less. Everybody is about to, they leave all of you, everybody, to be so useless the way they want it. Now they go to where they want it, they ask you to go home, they are crying. They ask us to go home here also, but the government were in here, they don't allow anybody, they got time you can go out to buy, but it is you or look at where they close everywhere. It's only now they try to make amends after they have suffered you. So we are not happy what is going on. Nobody is happy. Nobody said the Korea is not original. If they no, we are, don't think they do what they ask you to do. They ask you to start to go. Even before I did it early, even before they ask you to go, they look at the way the zoo look. You don't want to even quarantine them before they make announcement. We know we're back home then when anything that is sickness or something like that. We know how we treat it. We don't need anybody that even in the classroom you tell anybody that having a shower, you should. So you don't go because they say don't carry two people. You want to make all of you are greedy. You want to make money, you want to carry how many passengers. You think that nobody is playing joke here. They tell you the sickness is real and is extremely contagious. This is not Ebola you heard only for Sierra Leone in the Liberia. This one is if London can shut down, if Dubai airport can shut down, look at New York and the rest of them is you should be know that you're supposed to be, if I supposed to be one of this, but you know the fact even before any governor come out. So even in the garden why you mother, don't put a position in the woman selling around the street. If you don't want to buy, go home and resolve your hunger. If you in a POB member, you can go to your brother that you trust and know that this one is real. Can give you something to eat. So we don't preach bias situation here. So we don't allow anybody to come and say, it don't come to call us, we are doing suffering here in abroad, you call us. So no, don't spoil Gary, don't do anything silly. When the road was very safe, we asked you to come out and protest, you refuse. There is a time Nigeria was safe. The Eastern Northern was safe. Obviously, this is Galavantin and the rest of them. You refuse to protest. You refuse to do anything about it. Now they're in charge. They're asking you to go home. They're parading. You are crying to us. What do we do? We can't help you in this situation. What Korean is coming tomorrow? When they announce, we will go by direction you give, we will follow. If you say we should, if I have 2 cups of Gary here and that's actually into one, I will do that immediately. And we do it in our proper channel where not this one, this idiot are doing, donating money to the same government are killing you. Where is NGO? Where is the pastors coming out to organize themselves and help? How can a governor come out and start giving you 5 kg of rice, putting the picture there? You don't know your governor now. Must you put picture there? And you came to go to market to destroy Gary, a woman is selling. So go to the government house, tell them that you are not happy. If you want to be quarantined, provide a list for me. Besides, they will ask you to be alive. So this really in our job, and we are hungry, hunger is killing person, you must be allowed first to eat that food. So when they ask you to go home, go home. The reason why we say chase Fulani out in a bush, by now the bush, the neighboring, all the farm would have been free if you have done chase this job out and go to Dawa. You could have got that farming now, if you listen to some of my most, you don't care because you are farming. You can repeat whatever it is, and you are also in the backyard. Man, now outside is dead, who want the job to hide that. The Okadi that man are able to quarantine. Now you are remembering all those things we are telling you. We are not joking here. We will say fight and then get it done. You say all you are not your Mike, I did that. And you are everything. God bless you, sir.
Thank you, Chidera. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
Daddy, good evening. This is Mazi Chukwuemeka from the land of the rising sun.
Welcome.
The home of the brave and the land of the free.
Go ahead.
Daddy, honestly, we are so sincerely happy having you as a father. Honestly, however, this our brother from Akwa Ibom who sang Kwaro Kwaro that you just played his song before you commence this program on your platform. He is so excited today to hear the song on air. And I say, let Okikadiama bless you and every other person on this platform that has been playing this song for us. We are so happy. And Uncle Ekeloreke, I come on in asking you Sir, honestly, let me go straight again. This idiot, if we live through all of them, they will have to pay dearly for us to be advertising them on this platform. But at the same time, this is not a time for fun because I am grieved in the subconscious of mine because I've never seen such a fool who will rise up and begin to contend with MNK. See, I don't know where this people came out from. I've never seen such a worthless idiot that will stand up like what you were saying, that this is not a place or a proposal for academicians, No, it is because even in academics, is not to be compared to. See, let me tell you people, I got my room with him. We will all in this theater, this platform, we will all see for now when all this things is over. Because after meeting I am suffering here and all of you are there making up. Walking around the northern state, embarrassing us. We will suffer you, your generation will die. I'm not a million that will not ever know what to say because I am not happy. I'm begging to stop this plan of IPOB. They've never born you in our time because very soon we will start with you people and your family. because you have come to tell us that you don't have respect for this land. You don't have respect for the blood that have shedded on this land. Again, the day yourself, money never happen. Another thing is this: for America and Israel to withdraw their nationals, I think it's a good one, because it's only it's an evidence, it's a clear evidence to put them in trouble. It's not like a war is coming between us. Fulani cannot fight me, only me. I will defeat them. But you see all these personnel, they will go and kidnap them. And they will kill them. And I like it that they realize early to pull their people out of this dungeon. Because anything that happens, we will regret it, because they are our brothers and our sisters and we love them. So it's good to work out and let's finish the game by ourselves. You understand? And another thing I will say is this: if you are an IPOB under whom we do say, please be serious. This hour is dangerous to us. Find a way and communicate to one another so that you get information. It's not when you sit at home you realize that they say we should not converge, and because of that you don't have anything to do with IPOB. No. Keep up with the update of what is happening. New radio, even at them, I have radio, where generator or past my neighbor. We listen together and get what is happening. Because these people they are ready and they are nearby to attack us. So we have to open up our senses. This platform has given me the sense of understanding that I should be thinking ahead of others. And nobody is talking, everybody is keeping their animals. Sir, thank you for giving me this opportunity. I love you from here. Bye. I remain for the audience of the century. I love you all. Bye.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Caller, your name and where you're calling from. Caller, your name and where you're calling from. Caller, your name and where you're calling from. The call number is +1 484 767 0848 +1 484 767 0848. Caller, your name and where you're calling from.
Mazi,
Welcome. Go ahead.
Mazi, my name is Bagre. In Mazi Kunata, time today, now by 1 o'clock, I will leave South, during the Mazi Kunata, time today, now by 1 o'clock.
Angry man, you
so many things. My criticism of our Captain Power, British, make up a window, British show, Mamma, Mamma, Nigeria, Mamma, Nantikana, British show, Mamma, Nigeria, Nantikana, people that they lie every day, every time they lie every day. I do not take you with it. They lie, continue, lie, they lie, continue, lie, as you say lie, like they lie, as you say lie, every day, put down, lie, hey, Mohammed, they lie, every day, lie, Mohammed, they lie, people that they lie, no matter what, it's why you, people that they lie, TV show, Mohammed, Olani, Mohammed, Nigeria, Mohammed, Nande Kana,
Thank you. Thank you, angry man. Thank you very much. +1 4847670848. That's the call number. +1 4847670848. Live broadcast from Radio Biafra, USA. Caller, your name and where you calling from? +1 4847670848. That is the call number. The issues are very clear. Caller, your name and where you calling from? Good morning.
Hello.
Go ahead.
Hello, Mazi. Good afternoon, sir. Denmark from the Netherlands.
Welcome. Go ahead.
Mazi, I just want to touch few things today because today's program touched me too much today, and the tape you played is sickening. It's sickening because when I brought what he said, I hope it's not true. I hope that is not true. That our leader has been shouting, shouting, asking for help. This man who put his life and his family's life on the line to protect you and me. And you see what is happening now. You see what is going on now. At this stage, that all the foreign lands are taking away, evacuating their citizens. It didn't give you any indication that something that things has fallen apart. Now you the big man who doesn't talk about or who doesn't help. You are donating money to this failed government. You are donating money, millions, billions. What are you donating this money for? To love you? To accept you? To show you have money? And where your own people are dying? Our leader has been shouting, help, help, help. Okay, foreign has been shouting, please donate money. We want radio all over Biafra land. You didn't stand up. You did nothing. And now you are donating billions, 500 million, 2 billion to the failed government, to Fulanese. I bet you that money has donated. You have that money, you didn't bring it out. You put it in the box. You're giving it to you. And I hope this is not true. I hope so. Because I am ashamed of my people. I am ashamed of our people. What are they trying to prove? What are they trying to prove? That I have the money? And when your own people are dying? And the idiot is telling the Yorubas that you have to be ready to protect yourself because they bomb my call again. Have you advised your own people? What have you done to your own people? What have you done to your own people? Oh, come on, also. No, but people are they like this? No, I'm going mad here. But those rich men in Newina, they are paying money, billions, So the government that is killing you, killing your own people, destroying your country, rendering your business useless. The money you have, you don't want to donate it to save your own country, to have a place to call home. You are donating it to the zoo people. Mazi Alozie, I don't know. I'm angry. I can't stand this. I'm angry. Why are people like this? Why are people like this? That idiot talking now, the other stupid boy you played his phone, his conversation in telephone. He can actually go and work for the zoo. Why too many competitors? Why is he being a mole? Anything we move one inch, they draw us 12 inches backwards. We move 1 feet, they draw us 20 feet backwards. Why? Should it be like this? Why? Look at the many people they had money and now they're bringing out that money to give to your government. I hope that is not true, Mazi. I hope this is not true, because if it is true, if Nandi says I'm done, I will tell him you did well. But I'm sorry, I'm mad now. I'm sorry, please. Thank you for your analysis and thank you for your good work. God bless you, sir.
God bless you too. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised.
Help! Okay, sorry that be shouting. Please, this money, we won't
Tell
raise
your
it.
name and where you're calling from. Tell her your name and where you're calling from. Caller.
Mazi Alozie, my wonderful elder. Chukwuemeka, bless you. I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your time zone. I remain your humble brother, Mazi Chukwuemeka, calling from Igbo province. Mazi Alozie, it's true, I wasn't around when you gave the analysis, but from what I grabbed when I came in from contributions from all our brothers here, I could sense I can join 1 and 2 and come out with a result. I just want to, from what I'm observing based on the our contributions here, I want to also add my feelings. Whatever that is happening now, we should know that Chukwuemeka is revealing to us, is exposing all our enemies, even those who pretend, even those who are on the hiding. Chukwuemeka is bringing them out, is exposing them. What is happening to us today did not start today. Our leader has exposed everything. Even Zik, I don't want to call him a man because that man is a precious name. Zik would have been called Zik of Africa. Know what we are passing through today. He lamented, our leader put it in one of his podcasts, the statement of Zik, sorry. I think he went. And he lamented all the things we have passed, and he also provided solution then, self-determination. But because they cornered him, how the British, that's why every time I'm hammering on the British, the source of our problem. They cornered him and they gave him, fish. They use all this ingredient, and they catch him with money. He was caught. That is why he could not do anything again at the end of the day. Now he has to play along and to sabotage. And that is what is also happening to our people today. When you don't want to know, they come out when they go and sabotage us. What am I trying to say? Because all these people trace it from the time we know from Zik, the man we have known. All of them will go free. Zik, at the end of the day, he was learning Zik of Africa until he died.
declared all of them from A to Z. Nothing happened to them. And that is why when you go and do something and nothing happened to you at the end of the others will fail. That is why our enemies are all here. What am I trying to say in effect? If they declare, if British come out or the Western UN said tomorrow they now declared a Biafra go, you are free. My brother, I'm telling you here on Biafra radio on Radio Biafra. If they come out and say Biafra, you are free to go and become your own nation, I, Mazi Chukwuemeka, I will be on the hiding. I will make you, if you hear me talk, know that I'm not being directed by Chukwuemeka Alozie. Why all these things is happening, I want to know it. Go, Chukwuemeka Alozie, what the needful was being done. The needful was being done until before we enter the promised land. That was why there was cleansing when the people of Israel were coming out of Egypt to enter into the promised land. And we are selected to go enter it. So where we are saying we are going, is it not the kingdom of here on earth, which is Biafra? So if unrighteousness went and occupied itself, what makes it the kingdom of God? So that is why everything is coming to the open, so that Biafra, the Biafra restoration, every preparation will be made for the total cleansing. We call it cleansing. Cleansing must be done before we enter. And God is taking provision for it to happen. If we just understand, even the leadership, let us go and understand that is what is happening. There's no two ways about it. And it must be done. If we want the kingdom of God on earth, which our leader man has been professing to come, the cleansing must be done before we enter there. So we should not run away from it. We must be prepared. We must prepare and do the needful. God bless the wonderful great nation of Biafra, which you could have and declared. You see.
+1 484 767 0848. We are heading down to the end of the broadcast. +1 484 767 0848. Call your name and where you're calling from. Caller, your name and where you're calling from.
Good evening from here, Mazi Alozie.
Good morning, welcome.
My name is Mazi Chukwuemeka. I'm calling from Ipob, native of Ipob, Biafra. My contribution to the program this day is concerning these people that we find Gary. These people, a simple question, can they take that the same very action they take against the government? They were there when the government are coming to their villages and their states and giving them head pan and shovel and giving them wheelbarrow as empowerment and commissioning bridge with autopsy and ordinary. And they allow those criminals to go and they go after doing that rubbish. Imagine a woman that is telling us, no, I'm not supporting that increasing any paying money. Because this period in every country is not the time to make money. It's the time to help your neighbor. Here in Italy, there is a one commune that wants to do that. Somebody found out and report the person to the people in charge of the commune. The person in charge of the commune come out on television to tell people that something cannot be repeated. If they get that, they will sanction, they will pay so many amounts of money. Everybody know that yes, everything is hard, maybe. But you that will have adding money, do you know if you are alive tomorrow to eat that money you are adding? Why not help your brother that you are alive? For God to have mercy on you. Everybody should use that. When I was in home, I came to the charge out of different networks from November. When it is December, January, I send it the same price that they are sending the other time. Why can't I sell it 1K to 110 and begin to make money? People should know that this is not the period of making gain, too much gain. Sell that goods the way you are telling me. Don't tell me that there will be too much demand. We made that before. But we know that this is not time to make money. Help your brother. And those you that are there destroying goods, what kind of brain do they have? Are they drinking, ice? Are they eating at all? When they come tomorrow to come and vote, they will collect 1,000 and vote. So those criminals that are coming to destroy your country, your community, operating, you people cannot take any action against them. You will be watching them and giving them title. Or look at people that are trying to say something for your life, you are there destroying their goods. I'm against the two parties. That is the other person. Like you are a good person and you are good. You cannot destroy somebody's goods. And the only thing they're supposed to do is to tell that man as a youth they are, purchase your goods and go. You are not selling in this market again. And the person will go with the goods. The ones that want to sell, you will say and sell. Let everybody take correction that this time is not time to make money. We are fighting to help our people. IPOB are doing their own. Everybody I need to work, everybody I need to. If you want us to work, you must not collect higher price. You collect the same price you are collecting before. So it's not the time to say that you are collecting big money. People should know that helping your brothers is the time. It's not only December and New Year. Help them now. Those are people from Anambra are contributing money, giving government. They go out making money. You people like the demon we have in this Biafra struggle. When we see you people, or the matter being at a very country, because you people are the people that are bringing us back. Our leader is going from different offices that he don't supposed to enter. We enter there to go and submit the report. For our freedom to come, and we are there dancing on one Nigeria. I see some people were shouting Buhari to achieve the video some time ago. This kind of people, why can't our people go and gather the so that destroy what we get our food and get out of zoo? Look at the zoo now. You are telling people to stop from no food, nothing. Come out here, everything is inside. They are giving people some certain things, some things to eat and they be free. You go to hospital, they will give you something you use to touch yourself and know how far you are feeling. Now people, let us learn because too much gain is not good. Let us know this very moment is not time to get the Lord. Let us help our brothers and sisters. And the good in the special thing, wash your hands always as it is said. Don't go out feeding. Go out to work with more protection. Buy those things you need to buy. Purchase them in your room. Stay in your house. By the time you went out to buy one or two, you don't know who you meet around you. So be very careful. Protect yourself.
Thank you, Mazi.
And then,
thank you.
Mazi Alozie, good morning, sir.
Good morning. Welcome.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Difficult to get in, but nevertheless, I'll do the best I can. That is forever. My brother, let me say one thing very clear. I've said it several times, and I repeat it, Igbo people are very wicked. Let me just say the Igbo people are very wicked. And it's showing itself in many ways. It is showing itself in many ways. Just like with the donation and the lamentation people have expressed, especially the lady, which is appropriate. Because how do you justify the fact that we have people who are willing to give this type of money to a zoo government that is known for stealing money, necessarily borrowing without any good use of the money, particularly in the eastern region. How they went and started looking for a way to borrow 22.7 billion and deliberately excluded the eastern section from participating in that loan that they are borrowing. And some Igbo people that are wealthy giving the same money to people that under normal circumstances will not take care of your people. So I call it wasted money. Our people are very wicked. It's a wasted money. Our leader Mazi Chukwuemeka is the leader of IPOB. People did not join IPOB because it's just the name IPOB. is because of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the type of leadership he has presented to us. Like people like Mazi Nnamdi, Mazi Chukwuemeka, and members at the top, they tell them that made people to say that these people are worth trusting and believing in them. So if you remove Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and these people, Chukwuemeka and the rest of them, believe me, everybody will go with them. This place has been vacant for so many years. No Igbo man was honest enough and truthful to the people to come and handle the mantle of the leadership people needed. Wazirike came, fell along the way because of what? Money. So everybody who's talking about the leadership, let him understand that it has nothing to do with leadership. It has everything to do with the caliber of people running this thing. Now the kind, members, people that they align themselves at the top leadership that brought us to be where we are today. They have seen the progress this movement is making. They have seen where we're going. They have seen so many people who are joining in. They have seen the donation he made, 50 million donation. When they had that, they said, oh my God, they have money. They started doing math in their head. Because money is what propels our people. They start doing this because they love money so much. They start calculating, doing this useless math in their head. How much money IPOB is making? They can give it to me. Is it not time to join this thing? When you leave these guys down, they're coming to steal. That's who they are. They are coming to steal because they don't have what it takes. They are not honest. They don't have what it takes to live to people in the way Mazi Nnamdi is living. That's all of a sudden these girls are there. You know, looking at the leadership of the movement. They will never get anywhere. There are two choices. Join the movement, queue up in line, join the movement, or don't join the movement and see what the Fulanis will do to you. You and your useless money that you are wasting, doing whatever you want to do with it, thinking that you are helping your people, when actually that help is not going to get to your people. They will take that money and give it to Boko Haram, and they will buy more guns and bullets to come and kill you in your land. That's how stupid you people are. And let me say it here. God Almighty, after 50 years, after we went to war and suffered what we suffered, and we are witnessing ourselves in the same similar situation, suffering again, being killed, and we're not learning anything from it. Instead, you people are busy blaming Amoteku for not preventing bomb. Amoteku was established for one purpose and one purpose only, to checkmate Fulani herdsmen who are occupying their land and destroying their farm. That is what Amoteku is established, not to go and become a syndicate that can be able to do sophisticated and be placing bombs all over Nigeria. That's not what they are meant for. People should know that very well. That's not what they are meant for. Okay? So my brother, is to conclude. Let me conclude by saying one thing here. If our people do not stop this love for money that is making them to behave the way they are behaving by increasing the prices of food, don't you know that the people that are hurting are their own people? Because during the Christmas time, you see the same thing happening. All of a sudden, you see the prices of, instead of them to be happy that they have more passengers, they turn around and triple the price. During normal time, they don't have passengers. They survive. But all of a sudden, Igbo people will tell you that we are the people that love money more. It's not that everybody don't love money, but what do you do? What you can do for money, for the love of money? Igbo man can kill you because of money, can sell his brother because of money. This is what other people don't do. And they like to talk. Like one man said here, do you see them making speeches? You're going to correct Yoruba, telling them how to, telling Yoruba people that they have to, what people have to start doing what they're supposed to do. But you today, there is no security outfit formed by your governors. You are not telling them any damn thing, you foolish idiot. But you have the guts. You have the guts to go tell Yoruba. You don't say anything, but when they plan and they execute, nobody hears it. Mazi, thank you very much. God bless you.
Thank you very much. Sorry if you're unable to call in. This is where we'll be ending today's broadcast. The calls are a lot. Sorry, call in again tomorrow. We'll be on the air. So at a certain point, it has to come to an end. So I don't know if we are learning anything, and I don't know if we are understanding anything. These are the things we have to take into perspective to see if we are making any headway. You judge the situation of things, and then you look and see if what you're doing is appropriate or not. Our leader has sacrificed. What are you doing? What are you doing? Are you just standing by looking? Or are you moved to do something? You be your own judge. And whatever you do, whatever result you get, then you make the verdict. This is the way we are, this is what we are, and that's why we continue to call upon everybody to wake up. So thank you, everybody. Till tomorrow, the same time. For now, I say have a good day.